Alright everyone, today we're going to talk about the volume of a cylinder. So this is an example of what a cylinder looks like. Think of a tube, think of... Oh, that's really the only thing I think of right now. It would just be a tube. So, like the volume of a sphere, where the equation is given to you, it's the same thing here. With all these volume equations, do not stress about having to memorize them. They're always going to be given to you. Let's stress, rather, using them. So the volume of a sphere is going to be equal to pi. We're going to be using pi a lot in this unit, times the radius that we're given, and we're going to square that, times a new thing, the height. Sphere doesn't really use the height because it's a 3D circle. In this case, because we actually have a full object, we're going to be using the height. So let's use a couple of examples here. Let's say we're given that the radius is 5 centimeters and the height is 10. So what I'm going to use here is the same equation. So volume is equal to pi times, let's see, let's just rewrite the equation. And let's do this for both. And then let's rewrite how we're going to do this. So it's going to be equal to pi, we're going to call that 3.14, times r squared. The r in this case is 5. Again, just like the last unit, or just like the spheres, we're going to be using our parentheses, times the height. The height in this case, we are given as 10. So if you want to use this in your calculator, go for it. If you still need that additional step, 5 squared is 25. So we're going to do 3.14 times 25 times 10. I'm given this as 785 cubic centimeters. In this case, we don't have to round because we're not giving any decimals. So let's do the second one. So we have example A. We have example B. Same idea. And a lot of these, the idea is the same. It's changing the numbers. Times R in this case is 10. Let me redo this again. I'm going to explain this why. We want to put the square for the 10 inside the parentheses times 15. Again, if you're feeling confident, you can put all this in your calculator, go for it. If you're not, we're going to do that additional step. Times 10 squared is 100 times 15. Again, if you guys are confused on how I'm doing this or what to do next, please let me know. I can't read minds. I don't want to read minds. Well, some of your minds. So what we're going to do here is 3.14 times 100 times 15. I'm given in this case, it's centimeters cubed. Hold on a second here. We only did plus 5 for both. We only raised the radius by 5, and we only raised the height by 5. How the heck am I going from 785 to almost 5,000? Well, this is the weird thing about volume. If you're increasing it even only by a couple, the whole cylinder is going to expand. So would you rather have almost 800 cubic centimeters full of Skittles or almost 5,000? That's the crazy part about the volume. Alright, So let's do an example here where we're not giving a picture, but we are giving some details. So we have a cylinder has a height of 14 centimeters. Height of 14, I'm sorry, meters, I take that back, and a radius of 17. So let's write down what we know. The height is 14 meters. The radius is 17 meters. Do I need the meters part right here? Not necessarily. Am I putting it here anyways? Yes, I am. All right. So we need to find the answer. We need to find the volume to the nearest hundredth. All right. So let's see. Volume here is pi times r squared times the height. Pi, 3.14. R squared. R in this case is 17. The height I'm given as 14. This looks like it's going to be a pretty hefty number. 3.14 times 17 squared times 14. And I was right. So let's take a look here. We have that's a pretty hefty number there. It's almost 13,000. Holy crud. Because I only had the 2 after decimal point, that's all we needed. Alright. Like before, if you guys need any help, if you guys are confused at any point, please let me know. Alright? Send me an email, send me a private comment. I'm here to help.